to be.
Olympic glory is now 4 years removed, and he acknowledges he must make his move now. He's shown flashes of brilliance along the way. In winning 19 with only a draw, he has made many believers. And if he can get over the next hurdle, he'll win over more converts. And perhaps he'll be Sugar Baby Rojas, a former world champion who has come within a hair twice in yet another world title. At the age of 30, he sees a title in his future, and McKinney.
Introducing first, 0-1, 12K, 5 defeat.
The knockout race on the Olympic gold to be. It was a bitter loss.
Yeah, well, you and I have talked about Italy or France.
Boy, no, you bad. And Rogers had a 118-0-11 for Rojas, and the two others scored at 1 point for. McKinney wants to do. He wants to go to the body. There is a body shot. When McKinney. Coffee claims.
Coming to the end of the first round process and a very difficult.
He would very much like,
and that would indicate pretty much what we said, that it's a few
punches to somebody else.
McKinney respects Rojas. He realizes he's in there against the guy who has been
and also defended it once before he lost in the junior featherweight division. Champion of the IBF. And at 30, yes, he's been through some wars, but Carl, who he had on 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks ago, he beat him in April in Atlanta. Rojas did beat.
Effective round so far for Rojas.
McKinney now finding more of a home for the left hook and the left uppercut. They're really looking for that punch. Hard on that left hook also.
End of the second round, and this has been a much better round for Sugar Baby Rojas. We'll be back.
Rojas landing a good left hook, pretty. Actually, he's been leaving his jab out there a little bit, which is why that right hand's been getting him. The number of punches, all of them might have won that round.
Yeah, I thought he did, actually. I thought he controlled the round. Ring generalship.
The quality of punches, pot. Yeah, I love McKinney had, but again, both might have a little difference. You know, it's funny, McKinney, we mentioned he's 4 years removed from the exactly the ancient Mariner. Baseball in this. By Rojas, it's a punch that does. And that's what I meant. Bigger punches.
We touched on it earlier, but McKinney, feel of respect. Rojas came on a little bit in the last. Each man is settling into his own plan.
And both men now looking to land. The overhand right, and there it is. And the left hook to the body. And he's going to keep doing that until McKinney journeyman does. Under McKinney to do something to counteract, and he did. Good straight left, yeah. But we'll see. Good work by McKinney to go to the body, too. And the mouthpiece of Rojas is gone. They'll look for a momentary break.
Sometimes swelling like that. And you know
he was able to get some shots in. But the body shots that Rojas threw are excellent. But look for, they're both going after it right now. And in the second round, he got very effective with that punch. Match in which each man at different points is going to find something that will work. I think they will work this round, but adjustment during this bout. Last round, this time McKinney adjusted and he's keeping his right hand tucked in better. Over the eye as opposed to under.
That's the one I meant, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice left hand by McKinney. And the left, right hand.
I'm sorry, Barry. The left is the key now for McKinney. That's how he hurt Rojas in the last round. And he's primarily a right-handed power. But uppercut is active. He's not landing.
Nice jab work by McKinney
awfully in this round. And he's adjusted to what Rojas is doing.
Yeah, getting away from those looping punches of Rojas. Good round for Kennedy McKinney.
Down, we'll see how well that worked.
I'll tell you, when he came out, rate, but he's landed 10 more
punches. This is a bout in which I mentioned it does, because these are two clever. Got McKinney head, and I know the punch
heads there.
And you could make the case for, of course, if you make it one round different there, it ends up being even.
Yeah, I think you really could. I think there's been a lot of rounds that are close enough that arguably you could give them to either man.
Well, and you were making the
low.
Of course, Rojas wants to be a boxer.
Rojas coming in with his head a little bit more in this round.
That's why I get hit with that lead right hand by McKinney.
Nice shot by McKinney there, and that drove Rojas back into the ropes.
And look at the body work from McKinney, how effective it is.
Nice combination again, set up by the jab.
And then a right to the body. That's precision work by McKinney. 2-point round, I would think.
Don't push him.
Oh, again. He took a lot of force in his, as they say in the gym, bad intentions.
He's been throwing almost.
He certainly has.
And
wow.
There's the 5th round. What a
added to that matches. And you can see that from the way he's boxing. He's very for a Kennedy boxer. McKinney, even when it doesn't land all the time. Yeah, I think he knows, first of all, Rojas knows with that left hook to the body and also the several rounds.
And the
there's the body work they want.
In blue on black trunks, most of it on the in Sugar Baby Rojas.
Now interior designers, the fashion conscious get in trouble. The guys we are, though.
That's true.
Good. That's right.
And the eye now of McKinney a little bit worse. A little bit better round for Rojas, but I'm not quite sure it was enough. I think it could really be a problem for McKinney. Through the first 6 rounds, McKinney really
than the 34%. And he would then be able to bring it up to the head a little easier and take advantage of the view. The left's getting in by Rojas. The fight is have done more body work. Jerome Coffey.
It also seems that at times Rojas kind of gets mesmerized by McKinney and is fighting him.
Really coming in, it's just a brawler. It's just that right eye is
the jab of Rojas, and there was a right hand behind the jab. Quite sure, actually.
Is that the karaoke?
Might have been the karaoke.
No, we're too young to know what the karaoke is. Throwing this combination, it really does, you know, I have to say that feels right to me.
This is our main event. It's a battle for the USBA Junior Trunks, the Olympic champion back in 1988. That I've seen him in, and I've seen most of them.
And he's in against the best guy he's fought, a former world champion, as I mentioned, came with the title twice last. You can feel, I think, in Kennedy McKinney, a resolve. He's got a badly swollen right eye. That was an excellent right hand. He wants this very badly.
Yeah, this is a fight that he's really going after, and I've seen Kennedy McKinney in the past.
And that's what I think. Rojas standing in there, throwing bombs to the body. And he knows. We talk a lot about McKinney. For Rojas here would put him down in any of this.
Nice left hand by McKinney.
After the lead right. Good combination by McKinney. If Rojas was using his jab just a little bit more, some of those, it's not that he lives and dies by the jab. And McKinney has stayed away from those body shots. Chopping right by Rojas. Touching of McKinney has been effective.
Lots of combination for McKinney.
Same percentage, but the jab's been a very nice. McKinney has always been a great combination. We said it before, not to believe.
From the opening bell, as we said, when we saw him this morning, he just seemed to be a guy.
And so if he wants to box like this, it's a plus for him.
Yeah, you can just see his confidence really surging.
Too much.
Nice Nice right hand, straight right hand. Swollen eye early in the fight too. It will make this win, assuming it is that.
Because it's negative about him. Would say, well, he's a front runner when faced with adversity.
Well, I think the. As you said earlier, he's not getting blown away
Enough to win most of them. Low back in the 5th round for that.
little backhand and then a left hand.
He actually turned southpaw. McKinney bangs it around. Here's what we were talking about. Well, it looked like a backhand, but that's really the perfect example of what was landed. But so many fewer.
He will need to whack McKinney.
But I can't imagine that too many would.
Nice right hand.
That stunned him, I think. At least knocked him off balance. When you have the ability, if you get the intensity and the wherewithal,
knockouts along the way with just the one draw.
And still Rojas hardly giving up, throwing hard punches.
I think that end of 10, we're going 12. McKinney's in complete control.
Kabir. And I know again, and McKinney's people
for a shot.
Very much, except for the cruiserweight. Sugar didn't
remember his name before either.
This is and getting by.
Down,
no punches, come on, wait.
Told for looking for a world title. Yeah, and you have gotten himself back into things here. And you know what's intriguing about Sugar Baby Ramos? Ramos, see, you got me saying Ramos.
Maybe it's De Leon.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the first time I've done that tonight. The thing about him is he's not a spent fighter. He's not used up. Or his skills.
Really administering the password a couple of times. Nice combination.
Here is Kennedy McKinney with the work very hard. Now, make no mistake, Rojas is still dangerous. He's throwing his punches hard with good leverage.
But McKinney is just doing
all the other intangibles you'd like to throw in.
McKinney again. How many times have we said that?
One of his stable beliefs. Never think you'd see. Well, this has been an artistic. The right eye has remained swollen.
Job on that. And of course, McKinney with.
And he has never been able to.
He'll get a big round of applause at the end of this fight. It will be 5 seconds left, and listen to the crowd for Kennedy McKinney. Just throw.